Hello YouTube people, in today's video I'm gonna show you a lovely new release from Addiesdive AD2096. But before I begin this video I would like to give you a little update of what's coming up, of what I'm waiting for to arrive. That's AD2512 and I bought a blue dial version. Thank you very much for helping me to choose the color. Also WM226 with red dial. I think this watch looks incredible and I can't wait to see that red dial in person. I think it's gonna look great. And Parachute 2260. Also thank you very much for helping me to choose the color of the dial. I bought a salmon dial color. I think it's gonna look incredible. Another watch is Parachute NL007. I chose the green dial. I think this watch is gonna look incredible. I love the style. I love this classic vintage chronograph style. Can't wait to see this watch in person. Another watch is a rather well-known tuna can style watch from Addiesdive, PVD black. And I kinda wanted this watch more for myself rather than for the video, to be honest. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, this watch. Another watch is Addiesdive AD2097 full bronze. I think this watch looks cool. I can't wait to see this watch in person. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun as well. Another one is Militado AD2096. I just love chronograph watches. I love military style watches. I think this watch is gonna be a lot of fun. I really like how it looks like and I can't wait to play with this watch and try on different straps. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Another watch is Steel Flyer SF741. I never had a watch from Steel Flyer, so I want to find out how good or bad they are, but considering the specifications and the price point, I think there will be nothing to complain about, because this watch currently costs 45 euros before discount codes with EH31 movement and sapphire crystal. Yeah, I can't wait to see that watch, so very excited. This video is sponsored by AliExpress. AliExpress gave me a budget that I was free to spend on any watches that I wanted for my videos, so that's what I did, and this watch is the first one that has arrived. So AliExpress, thank you very much for sponsoring me once again. The specifications and measurements, and as always I did all those measurements myself. So this watch naked like that weighs 38 grams. Diameter, if I measure like this diagonally, I get 36.9 millimeters. Lug to lug distance 45.9, lug width is 19, thickness is 11.1. This watch has mineral crystal with blue and reflective coating. It has 100 meters of water resistance together with a screw down crown and screw down case back. Inside it has sweeping quartz movement VH31, and it comes on this bracelet that has solid links, solid end links. Links are connected with pins. It has solid metal clasp inside and outside, and to fit on my 16.5 centimeter wrist or 6.5 inches, I had to remove this many links. So if you have bigger wrist than mine, you'll be fine. And also if you have smaller wrist than mine, I think you're also gonna be fine, because on this side of a bracelet I can still remove one link, and on this side of a bracelet I can remove two links, and I am currently set on the largest position on the clasp. Let me give you a general overview about this watch, and this watch is nothing new because it's very well known design and many brands try their best to copy this particular design because it's very beautiful, it's very lovely, and if done right it looks rather special. And I think Addiesdive has done it right, because no matter how you look at this watch, you know, as a whole picture or separate details, it's just nice. Everything is very nice. And for me this watch is nothing new because I already had roasted Hrodland roasted oyster watch, which looks exactly like this. If you wanna see that watch, I'll put link in the description. The difference is that this is different kind of a watch. That Hrodland was, you know, automatic watch. It had sapphire crystal, and well, general, it was a little bit step up of a watch than this Addiesdive. But this Addiesdive is you know, mineral crystal, quartz movement, which, you know, it's debatable, but for me personally I actually prefer this kind of a sweeping second hand quartz movement in a watch like this rather than any mechanical. Not only it looks just as good, you know, with this sweeping seconds hand, and it's like it's trouble-free, it's very accurate. It's not afraid of bumps and anything. It ain't gonna lose accuracy just because you drop it, and because it has this quartz movement inside, it's a very slim watch. You know, it's 11.1 millimeter in thickness, okay, but quite a lot of that thickness comes from bubbly mineral crystal on this watch, as you can see. It's very slim watch. It's very lovely. I like slim watches like this. And also what I like is that dial on this watch is not sitting deep whatsoever. You barely can see that sidewall inside the watch, that rehaut that I'm talking about, especially through this beautiful mineral crystal. I mean, yeah, this watch doesn't have sapphire, but as far as mineral crystals go, this is basically as good as it gets. And you know, the price of this watch, as I see currently, 45 euros before discount code. So if you apply discount codes, I believe you're gonna get price closer to 40 euros. So basically what you're looking at is 40 euro watch. That's just insane. And on top of that, it's actually a well-built watch. You know, it's Addiesdive after all. They have certain level of quality control, and they always have very good lume. This one as well, I will show you later. So no matter how you look at this watch, it's a well done watch. And this pattern on the dial looks so beautiful. It's very beautiful. And those hands, they have slight curvature on them. They are not just flat pieces of tiny metal. They actually look not cheap. They don't look cheap. That's the nice thing. And I love how this light falls onto the dial through this mineral crystal. It's, you know, overall it's a very beautiful thing. It's a very beautiful thing. For the lume comparison, let's put these Addiesdive watches side by side. And you know, they all are small watches and they are priced very similarly from the same brand. So let's see how the lume performance looks like. And you know what's nice is that all watches from Addiesdive have very good lume. This one, the star of the show, no exception. The lume on this watch is not disappointing whatsoever. And you know what, that's one of the main reasons why you see so many Addiesdive watches on my channel. I really care about little things like that. I buy a watch and I already know that I'm gonna get a watch that's gonna have a very good lume. That's one very important thing. And another thing, I had plenty of Addiesdive watches and I can tell you that quality control on Addiesdive watches is very consistent. So that's also a very important thing. I buy a watch and I know that the quality is gonna be good, I know that the lume is gonna be good, and usually they are very cheap watches, you know. These Addiesdive watches, they're very cheap and they're very beautiful and they're very well made. You know, it's like, that's why you see so many Addiesdive watches on my channel, because I just like this brand in general. I like what they provide for the given price tags, you know. And speaking about price tags, let's actually talk about that. Let me open up the browser and let me tell you the models and current prices, how much these watches cost. Well, let's begin with this one. This one, AD2079. Okay, let me check the price of this watch real quick. It's 45 euros, man, for this watch. 45 euros for this beauty with sweeping seconds hand before discount codes. Yeah, the price is just incredible, especially given, you know, how beautiful it looks like and it has good lume performance and all. This one, as I told you, I believe it's also 45 euros before discount codes. So yeah, 40 euro watch basically you're looking at. That's insane. So 40 euros. This one, hold on a second, which one this is? This is AD2099. Yeah, with this very lovely desaturated blue dial. And how much is this thing? How much is it? It's currently 55 euros. 55. This is a little bit more expensive. So basically you could say after discount code it's gonna be around 50 euros. So very similar, very similar. This chronograph, it's a very, very beautiful chronograph. What's the name of this watch? Hold on. The name of this watch is AD2095. What a beautiful looking thing. And how much does it cost? Let me check the price real quick. 60 euros before discount code. 60 euros. Yeah, so basically after discount codes it's gonna be probably around 55 euros. That's just crazy, man. Just crazy. This watch is incredible. I also like this very much. I like this very much because as a diving style watch, it's very slim. As for a diving style watch, it's very slim. That makes this watch feel very special. And also, what's unusual for a diving style watch is that the dial is sitting very close to the crystal. You almost don't see the rehaut. You almost don't see this inside wall in the watch. That's why this watch looks rather special in my eyes. Sadly, I already got a scratch on this stupid mineral crystal. Okay, so the model is, hold on a second, the model is 2068. And the price for this watch, let me check real quick, it is currently priced at 50 euros. Well, it's very difficult to complain at 50 euros, you know, but to be honest with you, I would gladly pay 20 euros extra on each of them just for good sapphire crystal, or maybe even 30 euros extra on each of them to have a very good original, you know, sapphire crystal. That would be great. So that's my major disappointment, well, major complaint about a bunch of these watches is that they just don't have sapphire. This watch has a nice crown with Addiesdive engraving as usual. So it's a screw down crown, let's test it. Well, it's a little bit small crown, but it's very grippy and you know, it's a small watch. And it's quartz, so basically quartz without a date, so set it and forget it basically. So let's see the alignment of hands. Let's set on exactly 6. Okay. Yeah, hands sitting straight, looking nice. Let's see how crown catches the threading. Let's push it back in, a little bit backwards to catch the threading, and it screws down. No problems, very nice. The bracelet on this watch tapers down from 19 millimeters to 16 millimeters. The articulation is very good, you know, solid links, solid end links connected with pins. The fitment inside lugs is nice, no free play, no gaps, except for one gap. As usual, I always complain about this joint, you know, when end link is connected with the first link. So yeah, this one also has this a little bit of a gap look. Sharpness, it's medium sharp, I would say it's medium sharp. Bracelet is okay, I would say bracelet is okay. Now the clasp on this watch, also nothing unusual, the same as on most Addiesdive watches. It's nice, it's a good clasp. Solid metal outside and inside, nice engraving, nice polished out corner or edge, should I say. Plenty of micro adjustments. It's pretty slim, it's compact. I like it, I like these clasps, and they lock in place nicely. They feel precisely made, you know. The only problem is that they are pretty sharp, you know, they are pretty sharp. The inside portion is not that bad, but the outer shelf, if I would decide to wear this watch as my own, I would actually finish off sharp edges on the shelf, but everything else is just fine, it's fine, so no surprises there. Let's take a better look at the case of this watch up close, and sorry for tiny scratches, because I already have worn this watch for a couple of days. It's a lovely watch, I like having this watch on my wrist, it's comfortable, it's small, it's nice, it's cute, and looks really good. I love this shape of a case when sides are rounded up and polished. This is my favorite, I really like how they look like. Small bezel on a small watch. Also very nicely proportioned, nothing to complain about. The inside of the lugs have this vertical brushing. Other side with the crown. Sorry for scratches though. Looking good, nothing to complain about, except lug ends. Well, okay, they are a little bit sharp, but very easy thing to fix. The case back on this watch, it's okay. It's okay, I wouldn't bother finishing off this one. This one is fine, that's how it looks like. Yeah, so it's nice. I like how slim it is. It's a cute little watch. The first one is black suede leather strap, which I think looks wonderful on this watch. It looks nice. It looks really nice. It really fits the style of this watch together with this texturized dial and everything. It looks like something really expensive somehow, you know. This slim design looks like some kind of expensive vintage watch. you know. No surprise, because that's what this watch design is based on, right? Looking good. And this one is called Crazy Horse leather strap. Very strange name for a leather strap, but that's how it's called. It's a very good quality though, very good quality, cheap leather strap, and I think it looks good on this watch. No, those beige indices and hands together with this brown leather strap, I think it's a very nice combination. And my favorite is probably this one, moss green suede leather strap. I like the color, I like how it looks like. It makes, you know, it has very strong luxury vibe somehow, and really fits on a watch like this. I think it's a very nice combination. So for the ending of this video, what can I tell you about this 40 euro watch? You know, what you get for the money is crazy, because you get a watch from, I would say, rather a respectable brand at this point, because, well, respectable, what do I mean by that? I mean, but that quality control is very consistent from Addiesdive, and I do respect that. And also Lume performance is consistently very good. I also respect that very much. And Addiesdive in general just makes very nice watches, very nice proportions and everything. You know, one thing is to make a copy, another thing is to execute it well. For example, the dial is not sitting deep, the watch is slim, everything fits and looks together very nice. It's a nice thing, you know. 40 euro watch, man. So you get good quality control, you get good lume, good water resistance, and you know, I think this watch looks way better on custom straps. But if you are going to wear this watch on a bracelet, I think you're gonna be fine, because the bracelet is slim. The overall package, you know, this watch is lightweight, small, it feels fine on my wrist. The only thing I feel when this watch is sitting on my wrist is the sharp edges of the clasp right there. Let me show you. This edge is annoying, this one, but it's very easy thing to fix. This edge, just dull it down a little bit, and that's it. That's the only problem when I have this watch on my wrist. And I wouldn't be wearing this watch, you know, on a bracelet. I would wear this watch on a custom strap, but each to their own. You know, 40 euro watch, and it has this sweeping quartz movement, which I like very much. I actually like this movement way better than any NH35 or PT5000 or whatever. For me, this is the movement. And also this watch, look, it's slim with this movement. It looks special, and yeah, I like it. The only thing I would miss, you know, sapphire crystal and maybe a little bit of originality perhaps. Thank you for watching, have a nice day, goodbye.